Opposites attract and they also repel. It's true. Welcome to the channel. I'm Jennifer Maxwell. If it's your first time here, I'm a DISC personality expert, and I love to help humans build that rapid rapport for epic human connection. EPIC stands for every person is critical. Every personality, every perspective, every problem is critical to making the world go round. So let's talk about the idea of relationships that attract and also repel. So opposites do attract, it's true. So let's take a look at the DISC personality chart here. So the first opposites we'll talk about will be the D, which is the green, and the S, which is the blue. So D is really dominant, direct, they're doers. It can be a little demanding. And this is where the when you want to repel, those are the things that kind of come in, right? Versus the S personality, which is very supportive, a little bit sweet, right? Super trusting of people around them, supportive, all of those S-natured, slow and steady qualities. So at the beginning of any new relationship, it's very attractive when you find someone opposite to you. And then after a while, you're like, I can't stand you anymore. What is going on? Why does that happen? Well, it's because people are not like us. And then the reality of, wow, this is what it's like to live with or communicate with people that do and think in the opposite direction. So whether you're in a personal, like a love relationship or a family relationship, or maybe it's work or siblings or, colleagues or education, teacher-student relationships, it doesn't matter. The things that we are attracted to, the opposites, are like I don't want to say the gaps, but they're just not our strengths. And so when we, as an S, we're attracted to the drivers because they move quickly, they get things done, they make decisions, which is the opposite of an S. And so it's like, oh, wow, I could really learn to be a different way. I really respect and admire a different way of being. And for a driver type, a D in the green, the things I love about an S is that they're very soft-spoken. They're so, they really just think that the world is a great place. They are supportive, they trust people, and it's just like the S's help round out the edges, the sharp corners of a D, and they soften those hard edges a little bit, and that's a really beautiful thing. But after a while, again, when you attract, but you also repel, and what happens is D's are like, you're so slow, I can't, just make a decision, and suddenly it's not so like romantic anymore. Now it's just annoying. And so these are the times when we need to look at what are we committed to. We'll come back to that, but let's talk about the I's versus the C's. So the I's are the red quadrant and the C's are the yellow quadrant. So I's are their inspiring type. They're really inspirational, they're interesting, they're interested, they're intuitive, they have a lot of this amazing, great energy, and they just trust things in a different way. Versus the C personalities, which are very calculating and critical thinking. They don't trust a lot of stuff. They want to see the data and the information before they do things. And so the opposite that is attracted in that capacity is that C's find I's very interesting and exciting, very energetic, so opposite to their regular nature, and it helps them come out of their shell and to try new things. In opposition, the I's love the C's because the C's are very grounded. And so it allows the opportunity to really slow down, consider, do we want to take all this money and spend it in Vegas on a weekend? No, we don't. A C would never let that happen. And so there's this beautiful balance that comes from the opposite personalities. Now, so when you're attracted at the beginning, you also are repelled. And so after a while, the C's find the I's too impulsive. They don't think, they're emotional. There's like this, it feels like drama all the time if they're not a well-grounded I personality. And so the fast-paced approach to things, saying yes to everything, can wear on a C after too long. And of course, in opposition, the high I personality loves life in all its ways, and suddenly you're faced with somebody who doesn't want to go out anymore, they don't want to spend any money, they don't want to have any fun, they're watching the budget, and it just becomes conflict. So this is the nature of the attraction and repulsion that happens with all four quadrants inside the DISC personality. It's very normal, it's human, it's going to happen. So how do you solve it? Well, you have to ask yourself, what am I committed to in this relationship? And you can get those sparks back. Since it is the day of love, I thought it was a beautiful topic. How do we get those sparks back? You need to go back to what it was that attracted you at the beginning and remind yourself, list all the most amazing qualities of the person that you are spending time with, that you love, that you live with, that you have to communicate with at work or at school. And remember that every person is critical, and the balance of unity depends on it. And so we can't all be one way. If we were, not only would life be boring, but it would be broken because you can't all think in the same way. You can't just all approach the world in the same way, solve problems in the same way, think the same way. It just doesn't bring balance. So that's your hot tip today. Consider, what is it that I love about the person I'm married to, live with, whatever it is today. Take a few moments and look back at all the things that you love most about them. And remember that I'm not a big fan of, oh, you complete me. However, I think there's a little bit of truth to that, meaning I'm a complete person unto myself, but I love the things that I maybe am not strong in are captured by my husband, and that we have that beautiful balance together. And likewise, all the things he's not, I make up for. And so we work together and make this beautiful kind of holistic approach. And so today, think about the ways in which you really love and appreciate the people that are opposite to you and the value they bring to your life every single day. And that's your Take 10 with Jen. If you want a disc assessment, you can grab it in the link below, or you can check out my website, jennifermaxwell.ca/assessments. And it's just $12.95 per person. Super cheap. It goes right to your inbox. You don't even have to check in with me. You can bypass and get the results yourself directly. So that's your good word for the day. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you had an aha moment about loving and appreciating your significant other today, just based on the fact that opposites attract and they repel. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.